I hope everyone's having a good Monday. I thought I would maybe start the week off maybe a little intense, but I figured I'd talk to you guys about abuse. And so that could be a trigger for some, but I know I've mentioned it a lot in some of my past videos, so I thought, let's talk about it a little bit. Because I feel like, of course, there's like many different types of abuse. And I've lived many of them myself. Probably all of them, honestly. Like, whether that be physical abuse, like psychological abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, spiritual abuse, abuse of power, like monetary abuse. I mean, there's abuse exists in so many different forms. And I find also like a lot of people are being abused and they don't even realize it. And some people are being abusive and they don't even realize it. And I find it really sad. But again, like we are often acting out of like a projection because we're hurt or we don't even realize that we're doing certain things. You know what I mean? Like, I know like I've also myself have acted in ways where I was not proud of it. And I had to sit there with myself like, what the fuck did I just do? Like, what did I just say? Like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, we all have those kind of ugly moments sometimes and it's hard to face, but it's like, why did I act like that? And it's like, well, maybe I felt like this, maybe I felt like that, maybe, well, that was done to me. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing that to someone else. I didn't like it when they did that to me. Why did I do that to that person? Like, and then you get thinking, and then the thing is that what we don't realize, a lot of people don't realize, is the worst part in all that is that we abuse ourselves a lot. And honestly, I'm going to go as far as saying the minute you disrespect somebody in some kind of way, you're being abusive on some level. Because as soon as you think you're better than somebody else, as soon as you elevate yourself over here and the other, like that, there's abuse somewhere. Because why are you better than that person? We're all the same. We're all equal. We're all brothers and sisters. Why do you think you have the say in, you know what I mean? Like, it's anytime someone disrespects your boundaries and anytime that, you know, you're trying to be vulnerable and someone stomps all over that, that's abuse. Anytime that you can't be free to be yourself, that's abusive. Like, anytime, like, I mean, I've been abused by so many different people, like family, friends, partners, even coworkers, the system. Like, we are in a system that's very abusive. And it's like, it's become such a norm that we, like, it's just so normal. It's like, well, that's just what it is. I mean, my whole life, it's like, I'm like, something's happening a certain way. And I'm like, why? Like, it should be like this. Yeah, well, it's not. That's just how it is. Like, deal with it. No. No. Maybe a lot of people accept. I do not accept. No, I do not. You know what I mean? But I find it really sad that, yeah, like a lot of people, it's like there's abuse happening and people don't realize it. And like I said, they don't even realize they themselves are abusing others because we are exactly seeing things from our own lens. Everyone sees things differently. You know what I mean? Like, one of my first videos, I was talking about like the vase of flowers. Everyone can see those in a different way. But it's the same thing. We can look at anything in life and see it either as good or bad, depending on what lens we put on. And the lens is essentially your state of mind, right? If you have a very positive state of mind and you have a very like good, you know, happy-go-lucky nature, and your mind is very positive, you're going to look at everything in a positive way. But someone that is very negative, very like, you know what I mean? Like, they have like way too many of those demons hooked. So they're going to see things. I mean, they'll look at that vase of flower and they're still going to hate it. They're going to find every reason in the book to hate those flowers. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. But like I said, it's like when those demons creep in, they kind of like, it's almost like people are under a spell, you know, because again, those demons are like a state of mind. It's those negative thoughts that get in that create that state of mind. And then you see everything through that lens, when in reality, that's probably not even at all what that situation or what that person or what that thing looks like. You're just seeing it from that lens of negativity that you're constantly wearing. So as soon as you change those lens, which is changing your way of thinking, that reality instantly changes. you know? And that's part of healing as well, because once you start healing, you start seeing things that you have never seen before. You're looking at it from a completely different angle, you know what I mean? And that changes everything. But I find as well, yeah, the main thing is that we abuse ourselves, honestly, because we have been hurt by other people. And it all comes down to, like I've said in other videos as well, it's like, it all comes down to loving yourself. And that's the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I mean? Like when you're abusing yourselves, like, I mean, I've had situations where I've been through hell, for example, okay? And I have like someone who loves me dearly who is also hurting because they saw me go through hell. I get it. You know what I mean? When you love someone, it hurts when you see them hurting. I totally get that. But there's things like I've made peace with my past. I've dealt with those things. I've moved on from those things. And now I'm a happy person. I'm not pretending they didn't exist. They certainly did. And I will carry that with me forever. But I don't focus on those things anymore. But then that person that loves me and saw me suffering, they're still suffering from those things. Why are you still suffering from those things? I don't even suffer from that anymore, and I'm the one who lived it. You know what I mean? That person is abusing themselves. Like, why are you torturing yourself? First of all, I went through that. It was in the past. I've dealt with it. Why are you still carrying that? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. So, like, oftentimes, and that's just a random example. I mean, you can pull out any example, and you'll see, like, anytime, even like, let's say you're exhausted and you want to take a day off work because you're burnt out, like just wreck, whatever, and you want to stay home and sit on the fucking couch and relax all day, you're allowed. You're allowed to do that. If that's your excitement in the very moment that this is the one thing out of the entire world that you want to do right now is just lay on the couch and relax, you have every right to do that. And you should not be beating yourself up over it. Because as soon as you sit there and you're like, oh no, I should be doing something. Maybe I should go do laundry. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. Like, nope, you're out of alignment. The demon just took over. You're abusing yourself because you're not allowing yourself to do what you really want to do, what your body is telling you that you need. How many times did we go to work sick as a fucking dog because, well, I have to, because of money, because of this, because, oh, what is my boss going to say? What about... So you're, again, disrespecting yourself. You're not taking care of what you truly need, what your body needs, what your spirit needs. For what? For $1? For someone who can replace you in a heartbeat? For what? A fear of what they're going to think? Who cares what they think? They're looking through a different lens from you anyways. What they think doesn't matter. You matter. Your health matters. Your mental state, your emotional state, your spirit, your physical body matters the most. If you don't take care of yourself, no one else is going to do it for you. And you, like I said in another video as well, like anytime we're hurt, it's like we're constantly looking for an outside validation, an outside source to come and make it better for us. And like, yeah, some people will come and they're going to bring you certain things to help you out or whatever. And it's really nice. But at the core, you didn't deal with the issue, the underlying issue. So it's going to keep coming back. Maybe it'll get better because someone did help you with this or that. And you're like, cool, I feel better now. But then next thing you know, a little bit later, you're having more of those issues. Because why? Because you didn't deal with those core issues. They're still in there. You know, like you're never going to be able to be happy with anyone or make anyone happy if you're not happy yourself. Like you can't. It might look like it, but deep down, no. Because there's something that hasn't been dealt with, you know? And yeah, I just find it really sad because it's just terrible. But like, you know, I heard so many times like hurt people, which in some cases, yes, it's true, but not every hurt people hurt people. I've been hurt so much in the past, and maybe in the past I did hurt certain people. And in the process, because I was hurt, but that's the thing, is I had to look at those things and deal with those things. You know, I had to apologize. I had to make things right. I had to forgive myself. Like I talk about forgiveness in my other video. But the main thing is you need to forgive yourself for the things that you did not know in the past. Like we forgive others for they know not what they do, but that includes us as well. We did the best we could in the moment that we did with what we had. Like when I talked about in one of my other videos about being in survival mode, I could barely function. I could barely do a damn freaking thing. Like I could, like you know what I mean? And I probably did a lot of questionable things, and I did things like I couldn't even think. I wasn't even me, you know? And I would get mad because I did certain things. And I would beat myself up. Again, I'm abusing myself in those very moments when I'm already feeling down. Why am I abusing myself? You know what I mean? Like, it's horrible. And then after that, you go even further, and then you're pissed off at yourself for even acting that way. So it just continues because you're like, I'm such a horrible person. Why did I do this? Why did I do that? Oh my God, I did this. I treated that person like shit. Why the fuck did I do that? Why? And you're just going on and on and on and on and on. And it's like, when is it ever going to end? When the fuck are you going to stop doing that? Stop. You're abusing yourself in every moment that you do that. And it's not making anything better. You need to forgive yourself for those things that you did. Make them right. Deal with them. You know, apologize if you have to. If you can't, like I said, sometimes you can't even get closure in any way. You're going to have to give it to yourself. You know? So you got to make it right. Make it right with other people. Make it right with yourself. Get right with God, because it is time. We are at times of change right now. There's a lot happening. I'm sure you guys are all feeling it. Like, energies are crazy. There's a lot of truths rising everywhere. Certain things you might be having, like, these feelings of like, I just can't deal with bullshit anymore. I can't deal with lies anymore. I can't deal with any of it. And it's happening everywhere. Everyone's feeling it. That was a 1122 when I said that. But it is happening everywhere right now, you know? And yeah, everyone kind of has to face their shit right now. It's that time. And it's not fun, it's not pretty, and it's a really hard process. And even just realizing sometimes within ourselves some of those truths, like some things that because again, it's like we beat ourselves up, we abuse ourselves, and thinking, oh my God, I can't believe I let those things happen to me. How the hell could I let that go on for so long? How dare I? You didn't know any better. So let it go. Let it go. You know what I mean? But again, you can't just pretend like it never happened. You know, some people have truths put in their face and they're like, okay, yeah, I agree with you. And then just don't do anything with it. Okay, well, like, did you get it? Did you fully understand that? Because you're not doing anything with it. You know? Dealing with it is messy. It's not fun. It's really hard. It's a process. But it's the best way to go, honestly. But yeah, like, you got to deal with that stuff and let it go, and get right with yourself. Get right with people that you've wronged if you can. If you can't, then you're going to have to get right with yourself. Get right with God, you know what I mean? Like, forgive yourself, forgive others. Like, that's what it is, you know? And like, oh my God, yesterday, like we went to church. Yesterday was Palm Sunday. We went to church, and then after we watched the rest of the show, the Bible on Prime. And we were at the episode where it was Palm Sunday. Like, what are the odds, right? But anyways, and we finished watching like the whole series, and I was a mess. I was like, oh my God, like, it was so sad. Like, I've known that story my whole life, but I don't know, something about yesterday was different. And I just, like, it was so sad, but so beautiful, because, you know, like, he went in there knowing what was going to happen, but with love, it was like, you know, forgive them, for they know not what they do, because they were seeing things from their own lens, you know? And at the end, like, it's not an eye for an eye, the whole world goes blind. Like, no. You got to be better, do better. It's not because that person treated you like shit that you should be treating everyone like shit. No, do better. You didn't like it. Why would you do it to other people? And maybe you've never been taught those things. It doesn't mean you can't learn. It doesn't mean it's ingrained in you forever. It's not. It's really not. Anyways. Yeah, so I just encourage you to just kind of think about those things, you know? I feel like whatever isn't love is abuse on some level. If it doesn't come from love, then it's coming from somewhere else, because God is love. God is unconditional love, and he will forgive everybody. Doesn't matter what you did. He'll forgive you. But you can't continue doing those things, you know? But yeah, just do things with love. And you'll notice everything changes. Everything changes. It's all about love, you guys. Okay? I love you guys. Have a good day.